Hello viewers, I'm Ishan CHATURVEDI, a student in grade 8, and I have an idea that I would like to share with you fellow members. I would like to put forward an initiative that is to reduce school hours. The reason for such an idea is for the very fact that students nowadays have a lot of projects and submissions that are due on different days, and they're very stressed out with a lot of work on hand. Our research shows that the human attention span has reduced from what it was 16 years ago. In the year 2000, the average was 12 seconds, and now the average is 8.25 seconds. This stat proves that our attention span is less than a goldfish. Contributing to the stress of the day, a lot of students, including younger ages, are consumed with a variety of after-school activities, including clubs, jobs, and sports that extinguish plenty of time and hours. After a complete and hard-working day of school and activities, students then come home to more incomplete class work, designated homework, which is also very time consuming. Even if they complete their homework while half asleep, what about self-studying? We as the people and the citizens of the world should consider the very fact that all these clubs and academic related stuff contribute to the students' admission for colleges. Increasing school hours does not help because we students spend a lot of time away from home, and by the time we are home, it is very late. I leave school for at 7:30 in the morning to catch the bus and reach at 8:25, and by the time I'm back home, it is 4:35. By the time I am back home, I am exhausted and I have a lot of work on hand, and I also have to study for the upcoming test that I have. By the time I am in bed, it is 11 p.m. and I have to wake up at 5:30 to study and complete my extra assignments. If the students come back home from such a long and exhausting day and complete all their homework, the only thought on their mind would be to sleep. This is contradictory and it makes absolutely no sense. People need sleep, and students between 12 to 18 ages specifically need at least 8 hours of sleep and maybe even 9. But after such a long and tiring day, the students will only feel like sleeping. That reduces the attention span, which eventually makes their grades decrease. We need to make school hours shorter to make students lifelong learners and self-motivated, and classrooms should not give them content or teach them content that they will be easily able to find on Google. It should be more skill-based. This is an idea based on the world we live in today, because now if a student has a problem, he or she can just open up their computer and start researching. By shortening the school days, students wouldn't be distressed about going to school and their grades would be higher. Fewer school hours per day would permit students to have enough time to study, complete school assignments, participate in after school activities, and be able to get in bed at a decent hour. In classes nowadays, students have long classes, so they tend to miss them or maybe even delay it. In my school, a period starts late because the students take 10 minutes in settling down. This is also because students feel that if they are late to class, the time would go by faster. If about 10 minutes were cut from each class, the time would add up. The students would most likely go to their classes on time because the class would overall be shorter and able for them to handle. A shorter day would leave more time for us to enjoy their lives and not have to rush through activities or assignments. We would be able to do everything at a slower and calmer pace rather than rushing. By cutting time out of the school day, the students' education level would not be hurt. The students would be able to retain the same information whether it was taught within an hour or half an hour. A shorter school day can only be seen as a positive change. Students, administrators, and teachers would benefit from the change. Teachers would be able to have some free time and be able to educate students properly. The students would gain more time for fun while having time to gain an excellent education. This will benefit the school, as the school will get recognition within the region or probably even in the country. In today's world, we also speak of healthy mind and a healthy body. Then why should we have school hours as a long time? In today's world, kids are always on gadgets everywhere they go, especially teenagers, which they are teaching to the younger generation. I believe that more time at home will result in children going outside to play and be more physically active.